Alright, I'm going to make this headphone here, so let's get started. And we'll go in the front view here, and we need to go in orthographic view. Sometimes you got to click that twice, and we'll focus in here. And we're going to go ahead and tip this a little bit. I'm going to use this as a reference, and I'm looking at the left side of this headphone here, and I'll go ahead and lock that. We'll just hide this other one for right now. And let's just go ahead and switch the material here. And we're going to use this view detail, and we're going to focus in on this area right here. Alright, I'm going to go use the interpolated curve. Been messing with it earlier, so I got it set to 1 for right now. So I'm going to select somewhere on this tip. I got snapping on too, so select here, and it's going to dip down just a little bit, approximately right here. Dip back up. And we're going to go here, here, and we're just going to work our way around it. Click here, 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 and select one here. And we're working our way around it. We don't want too many points. We're just trying to get the more the curve, the more the points you got to put. Less curve, less points. So you can see here I got real curvy up here. I had to use a lot of points, and right here I didn't. So I could have probably used polyline. I like to use the interpolated curve sometimes. So that all looks good there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to select the circle. There's 2 points on it, and I'm going to hold the shift key and select this point here, and I'm going to tap space bar so it comes directly down, and I want it the size of the tip here at the end of the earpiece, the smallest size going out, and we'll leave it at 20. Alright, we'll go ahead and hide this piece here, and we're going to go ahead and turn this around. Alright, we're going to select the circle here. Let me go ahead and view this right here. And I'm going to hold the shift key, and it's going to snap. Alright, you got one facing one way, one facing the other way. Alright, with the circle selected, we're going to select extrude line, then select the profile. Alright, and we're going to validate that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn this earpiece on, take a look at it. Not too bad. And we're going to go ahead and we'll set this up here just a little bit, just to make sure everything's looking good. Alright, that looks pretty good. We're just going to go ahead and hide this other one. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, if you notice on my other one, let's turn that back on. As you can see down here, this side on the left it tips, and then this big fluffy part right here, the big round part, it tips the other way. So that's because I got to split them apart. So what I need to do is I need to find somewhere where I can split these apart, and we'll zoom in a little bit closer, and we'll find somewhere we need to split them. Alright, let me go ahead and loop this here and use the delete key. Select here, hold the shift key down, then hold the plus sign on the numpad down, and we're going to go ahead and see over here we just got these two here, so we're going to go ahead and edit, cut, edit, paste. Now we got this other one. Now we got them separated, and while I'm at it, I'll just go ahead and bring this in here, right here, and I'm going to go ahead and take this end piece here, and we're going to loop it, and I'm going to use the curve extraction, then the cone surface on here. This is not a necessity. This is going to just to be an extra part if I want to change up some materials on it. Not a big deal. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this in just a little bit, and I might scale it down just a little bit. Alright, with this piece here, we're going to go ahead and select the edge here and loop it. Hold the control key down, grab the cube here, and we're going to go ahead and hold the control key kept held down and bring it in. And we're going to go ahead and loop this outer edge here, Vertex Modeling, and we're going to use this edge extract. So I want to make a little bump out here on the edge here, kind of bevel it out a little bit. So we'll loop this here, hold the control key, and this time we're going to grab this little cube, rib cube, and we're going to drag out just a little bit and subdivide it. Take a look. And now we have a nice little deal right here. And let's go ahead and turn this other one back on, and let's just move this one just a little bit. So I can take a little comparison here. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, let's work on this one piece here. We need to finish this off. We're going to loop this. Hold the control key, and we're just going to bring that down just a little bit. Still needs to be puffed out just a little bit, it looks like. Hold the control key down, bring it in, and we're going to go ahead and scale it in just a little bit. And we'll do that one more time. Let's go ahead and subdivide that, take a look at it real quick. Alright, not too bad. And we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go ahead and select the edges here and use curve extract. Back to the coon surface. And to double check this right now, we're going to go ahead and tighten that back up, just to make sure that we're not going to get no gap in here, because sometimes when you subdivide it, the mesh shrinks a little bit. Alright, don't look too bad there. Alright, go on the front view here, and as you can see, let's move this other one down a little bit. Alright, you can see one tips and one don't. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and tip one of these, kind of offset a little bit. And of course, we need to make sure. Let's go ahead and just group them two for right now. And for sakes, I'm just going to go group these two. That way when I tip them, let's tip this a little bit like this. Don't take a whole lot. I'm going to pull this one out a little bit, and this one here is going to need to be brought in. We need to ungroup this for a second. I'm sorry, because I did have some subdivision on there, which I don't want right now. And we're going to loop this, and we're going to go ahead and hold the control key and bring this in one more time. Bring it in a little quite far, and we're going to select this one here. And we're going to select the edge here. I'm going to scale that in just a little bit. tighten in just a little bit here. Probably can't see what I'm doing, so let's take a look at this. Subdivide that one, and we'll subdivide that one. Alright, looks a lot better there. This has a little bit of indentation on it right here, so let's go ahead and squeeze this in a little bit. Better yet, let me go ahead and use the face on here and do this. It's not going to take a whole lot for this. Alright, looking pretty good there. And we're going to go ahead and start adding material here. Darken this one up. And we're going to do the same with this one. Just to give a little off-tone color there. Alright, we're going to move into the next step. Let me go ahead, I'm gonna tweak this one just a little bit here. Notice when I tweak, I always try going to my lowest subdivision level, so it's kind of preference what you want to do. Alright, we'll go on the next step. Alright, there's one more thing I want to fix before I go to the next step. If we look at the original one here, it's the edge here is a little crisp. This is kind of smooth here, and we got a little bump. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the slowest subdivision level, which I like to do when I alter the mesh. And we're going to loop this and hold the control key and bring out just a tad. Not a whole lot. And subdivide it and take a look. There's a little bump, and we need to tighten this up here. And we'll go to lowest subdivision level, and we're going to go ahead and select the edge here and loop this, and we're going to put an edge real close to it, tighten this up a little bit, and we'll just bring it about there and let go and subdivide it. Take a look. Undo that. I want to bring that a little bit tighter, so I'll bring it. Let's just split these right here. Should make it a little bit tighter. And subdivide it. Alright. Looking a lot better. And this one here has got a little bevel on the right side, so this little lip right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop this here, and we're going to bring this over just a little bit. One here, and move back here to the side, and just kind of pull it in just a little bit. Not a whole lot. Alright, let's subdivide that and take a look at it. Alright, it's looking a whole lot better now. Alright, going to make this top tube here. As you can see, it's kind of like an arch, but it's got some straight edges at the bottom. So let's select this one here. It's called this arch tool here with the tangent handle. And I'm going to start here where, as you can see, it goes straight here, then the rest of it bends. So if you look at the bottom, it kind of straight. So I'll start here, and we'll select over the other side here. I'm going to use a space bar to lock it there. and I use the tangent handle to pull up, and we'll validate that, and we'll finish this off with the straighten it out here. And that was all said and done. Let's go ahead and zoom this in a little bit. And we're going to add some thickness to it. Trying to match the back one there a little bit. Validate that. And we'll subdivide that. And let's take a look. Alright, let's move into the next section. Alright, we're going to make this strap here, so let's go on the front view mode. And we're going to use this one back here again. Select somewhere where it bends here. Then I'm going to tap the space bar so it goes directly across. Click. I'm going to tap the space bar a couple times so it goes freely here. And we'll validate that. And then we're going to go ahead and use the polyline. Select one here. One there. Do one for the other side. Alright, don't look too bad. And if we ever wanted to, we can adjust the scaling of it or whatever we want right there before we go any further. And we're just going to go ahead and bring this back right here. As you can see, this is going to need to be tipped just a little bit. I got to kind of match this angle here. And Control C, Control V. And we're going to do the same for this side here. I'm not trying to get too precise, but alright, that's said and done here. We're going to go ahead and use the ruled surface. Alright, validate that. Let's bring this out here a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and add some thickness. Alright, we got some feedback there in the back there, so let me go ahead and pause the video a second. Alright, I'm going to select here. I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. Alright, that part's done. So let's go on to the next section. Alright, we're going to make these little slide mounts here. And we're just going to make this with a cylinder. Very simple to do. I'll bring it up right here. And we'll close all that up. Select the face here. And we're going to go to Vertex Modeling and this one here. I'll click about right here. validate. And we're going to go ahead and loop this one here, and we're going to bring this as an image with a little bit of soft selection. Subdivide that and take a look. Alright, not too bad. And it's a matter of piecing it together. Let me go ahead and I need to fix this one spot real quick. Need to tighten this up down here. We're going to go ahead and actually going to widen this out a little bit. Alright, much better. Alright, just about done. Since I got everything on one side, all I got to do is make a copy and take it over to the other side. Very simple. Control C, Control V, and we'll just spin this around. Control C, Control V. I'll give this one just a little bit of a tip here. Control C, Control V. Let's tip this one just a little bit more here to offset it. And we're going to go ahead and hide this one here. Let's go ahead and we're going to have to move this into this other group here, so alright, I got that in there, and I'm going to go ahead and hide this one group here. Control A, we'll group all these together. Yeah, let's give this some subdivision. Alright, looking better. Let me undo this group here. I got a little spot here I need to do. Control A and regroup this. Let's turn this other one on and take a look. Alright, let me go ahead, and I want to do one more thing. Still not happy with it. Ungroup it. Need to turn one of these just a little bit more. Tip that one a little bit here and bring that ahead. We're going to Control A that and regroup that. I think that's going to get it. Alright, and I'm going to use this old wire back here from the previous one. Not going to make the wire in this video tutorial. It's very simple. Just use a helix with some thickness. And we're going to go ahead and set this light map to here. And there's our new headset. and thank you very much.